Hi everyone, it's Caitlin, and in this video we're just going to talk really quickly on how to become more confident. I'm just going to give you a few tips. Someone asked me this over on Instagram and it's kind of stuck with me, and so I figured like why not do a YouTube video about it. But the first tip would be to stop caring about what people think, and I have my notes right here, so that's why I'll probably be looking down. But yeah, the first tip would be to stop caring about what people think. I feel like it's easier said than done. And then honestly, I feel like with most of these tips, you just have to apply them and be consistent. Like, I don't really feel like there's a specific way to stop caring. You just have to stop caring and you have to be consistent with it. So it's like, if you know that you care about what people think, you just have to make it a point to stop caring, and you just have to continue to do that over time, and then eventually you'll stop caring about what people think. Like, to me, I feel like it's that simple. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I feel like people want magical solutions to their problems, but really it just comes with, I feel like, self-awareness, working on your issue and then being consistent with it, and then you will get over it. So that's the first tip. The second tip would be to do more of what makes you uncomfortable. Again, I feel like there's not much to that. You just have to start stepping outside of your comfort zone. You have to start doing the things that make you uncomfortable. And it's like the more you start stepping outside of your comfort zone, the more you start doing things that make you feel uncomfortable, the more comfortable you will become with doing the uncomfortable. I always like to give examples. The first kind of that comes to mind would be like me at my last job. Like, I would say that I'm not really a people person, but having to interact with the public, having to, be face to face with customers, over time, I just got more comfortable dealing with people. And then eventually, I did basically get promoted, became manager. And it's like, when you become manager, there's like a whole different set of problems. So yeah, just over time, being in uncomfortable situations, the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become, the more confident you will become when dealing with challenges or when it comes to stepping outside of your comfort zone. And it's like, a lot of times we cannot grow in our comfort zone. A lot of times there are no opportunities in our comfort zone. And I'm learning that when it comes to life, it's all about growth, expansion, and evolving. And you cannot grow if you keep doing the same things over and over again. You cannot grow. You cannot become more confident if you keep doing things that you're used to. So again, the second tip is do more of what makes you uncomfortable and just keep going, honestly. And so the third tip would be to feel good about yourself, invest into yourself. If you don't feel good, if you feel like you look like crap, like, why would you feel confident? And I'm trying to avoid going to the next topic, but I really feel like they relate. But just to kind of backtrack, yeah, the better you feel about yourself, the more confident you will be. I mean, I'm sure you notice this throughout your days. When you're not feeling good about yourself, it kind of sets the tone for the whole day. But when you just wake up and you've done things to really improve your energy, when you've worked on improving your energy, you just feel good. The day is able to flow better and you just feel confident, and it sets the tone. So again, feel good about yourself, invest into yourself. If there are things that you're not doing that would help improve how you feel about yourself, start doing it. And it's going to be different for everybody. Again, another example for me would be, I'm trying to I would say I'm a low effort person, but I'm trying to get out of that. So like, I wear a scarf to protect my hair. And typically, when it's cold outside, like during the fall and winter months, I'll just I'll throw on a hoodie, I'll leave my scarf on, and I'll just call it a day. But I'm trying to get out of that. Again, hoodies, scarves are my comfort zone. So I'm trying to put more effort into, getting ready and being a little bit more girly and feminine. So that's one example, or a personal example for me. I'm trying to think about maybe another one. I don't know why language is coming to mind. Like, so if you want to speak another language, start learning, start teaching yourself another language. What are those things called? I don't know, just if you want to speak another language, start taking a program. Or I feel like that's a kind of like wild one, to be honest with you, but that was like the first one that was the first one that comes to mind. I used to want to, learn Greek for some reason, but I think it kind of relates to like past life stuff. That's not really the topic of this video, but yeah, anything that that would make you feel better about yourself, start doing it. I do feel like when it comes to certain things that we can't change about ourselves, we do have to work towards accepting those things. I feel like it's very common these days, surgical procedures and whatnot, but I still feel like when it comes to maybe how much money you make, that's still a process. Like, until you can really maybe buy the features you want or whatnot, you still kind of have that kind of have to have that self-acceptance until you get there. But yeah, whatever is going to make you feel good about yourself, start doing more of it. And again, I feel like it typically kind of comes down to your habits, you know, taking better care of yourself. So, and then my next little tip or a little word was that it's a mindset. Again, the way you feel about yourself, the way that you think, it kind of sets the tone for your whole life. My throat's starting to get dry. It kind of sets the tone for your whole life, and it sets the tone for your day. So again, if you don't feel confident and you're bringing yourself down, you're going to attract that same energy. You're going to exude that energy. So again, when you are aware that you're not confident and you start shifting it and becoming more confident, things are going to change around you. And I feel like the only way to honestly improve your mindset, the thing that really worked for me, again, is self-awareness, knowing that I wasn't confident. And again, doing the uncomfortable. And then I would say affirmations, you know, just really working on reprogramming yourself and being kind to yourself, because when you're being mean to yourself, when you're telling yourself you're not confident, when you're telling yourself negative things, it's just going to bring yourself down. So again, by building yourself up, by talking positively to yourself, by shifting your mindset, that's going to help you become more confident. Okay, and then the last one I just had written here, I'm sure that there's more that you can add on, you know, in the comments. But the last one for me, as I like to follow inspirational people, and I'm not talking about celebrities. I would not suggest celebrities. I mean, I feel like a lot of people can be motivated by celebrities, but for me, I feel more inspired by the everyday person, watching their journey from beginning to when they got successful. Or I feel more inspired by people who are, you know, living a similar life to mine, but I'm not really sure how to explain it, because I have a few different examples off the top of my head. But yeah, follow inspirational people. I suggest honestly following people that you resonate with, people that have more of that everyday feel and that you feel that you can relate to. So for example, for me, one person that I honestly look up to, and I've been following her journey for a few years now, would be Bougie Barbie. She started off as a lip gloss entrepreneur, and now she's, you know, she's the digital GOAT, and I'm just really inspired by her. And again, to me, she's like an everyday person that I've seen kind of start from one phase, you know, one part of her journey, and has completely risen to another level. There's this other woman that I started following, and she really honestly played a major part in my spiritual awakening. She had like a beauty-based business, and she had just been sharing her story, but she was able to kind of show and also document, you know, where she started to where she went. And to me, I just feel like that's very inspirational, very inspiring to me, versus celebrities, which I kind of feel like sometimes have I feel like celebrities kind of just don't count. That's all I can say, you know, not to say that people can't be inspired by them, but again, I'm more inspired by like the everyday person, the people that I feel like are more relatable, is what I'm trying to say, honestly. So yeah, those are my few tips on how to become more confident. If you have anything, I'm sure there are other tips, but these are just the first ones that came to mind. But if you have any other tips that you want to share, please leave those down in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one.